All right, thanks, Christian. And as promised, please welcome Heisman Trophy winner Doug Flutie and Super Bowl champion Hines Ward.
Hey.
They are both NBC analysts. They work on the Notre Dame broadcast. We'll get to tonight's game analysis in a little bit, a preview of what they're going to do on the national pregame show tonight. Of course, Doug, known for the Hail Mary pass against Miami, but some may have forgotten you played against the Irish during your career. Were actually the MVP of the Liberty Bowl.
We had one game. I just ran into Alan Pinkett, and Alan reminded me that we did lose that game, 1918, even though somebody made the mistake, Hines.
How do you win an MVP and you lose the game?
Because
I don't understand that.
we went for two in the win, and we had a drop pass for the two-point conversion.
No,
He
you
threw
can't
for
win this.
287 yards, but he only completed 13 passes in the game for
What
287
the
yards
world is that?
and 3 touchdowns.
It was an ice bowl.
It was a horrible night.
It was a horrible night. It was you guys, or the Irish being big and strong and running it down our throat, and me running around trying to make plays. And then nobody could make an extra point. 6 touchdowns were scored, 19-18 final.
11 degrees with a wind chill near 0.
Yeah, not a fun night.
Thank goodness for indoor stadiums. Hines, of course, caught more than 1,000 passes in 14 years with the Steelers. 2-time Super Bowl champ.
Still a nation everywhere.
And you played college football at Georgia. You never got to play the Irish, but now the Irish are going to have a series with Georgia. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, it's exciting. I mean, just look at all the fans and all of the Irish support staff. And the Shamrock Series is just amazing. To have one game all over the country a year. I know the players, the fans are excited about it. And Doug and I, we always argue about the uniform. You know, he's more traditional, keep it. But every once in a while, you know, you got to step outside the box.
I like looking at the TV and knowing what teams are playing.
Yeah, but it's, you know, for the players, they want to look unique for once every now and then, and I'm excited for it. And so
you guys are finally done dodging.
Notre Dame and Georgia should be a great matchup. You know, of course, I'm cheering for both teams. I love Notre Dame and I love Georgia. So
Georgia's been dodging them for years. Now they can't help it.
I think I'm a little bit older than Doug. When I was a kid, the Patriots played in Fenway Park. And next year, Notre Dame's going to play your alma mater in Fenway Park. What do you think?
That is going to be a happening in Boston, no doubt about it. They are fired up about that possibility, and now that it's come to reality. The only thing that's amazing is along the lines of an MVP on a losing team is Boston College having an away game at Fenway Park. That Notre Dame's a home team. So people in Boston are shaking their head. We only get 2,000 tickets, but it's going to be amazing. Managing the fit a football field at Fenway Park is going to be shaky. I mean, it's going to be real close in the one corner, and they work. I guess they've worked it all out.
But they've done it. It'll be better than Wrigley Field.
It'll be
similar. Will be coming out of the wall.
But it'll be better.
All right, let's look at this Notre Dame team. I know that the biggest question I got, or really a statement last week, was didn't see that coming. Analyze this year's Notre Dame team, which is playing really, really well right now.
You know, Eric Olson, he's just a different quarterback. He's poised. I mean, he's really under control, and he's starting to take ownership of that offense, and that's what you really love about him. And in college football, you need to have a great quarterback and a great defense, and I look at Notre Dame's team, and they have both, and that's the reason why they're able to go out and play the way they did. And what a great feeling to go out and shut Michigan out. It gave them a goose egg on the last game of that series.
As a mobile quarterback, Doug, what do you see in Everett?
Well, the number one thing is we've always known he's had the tools and the athleticism, and that's the way he won 2 years ago. Now game one, he ran around a little bit. Michigan game, he stood there and delivered the ball out of the pocket. He knows what's going on. He's reading coverage. He's checking protection. He's doing the right thing with the ball. Both Mike Mayock and I looked at each other. Wow. When he threw that skinny post to Corey Robinson down to about the 1 yard line, that was a big league throw.
Well, that's where they should have spotted the ball.
He's had a handful of those big league throws. So offensively, they're in great hands. He can still rely on his athleticism when he has to. And defensively, Brian Van Gorder, he's got them going. They're blitzing all over the place and putting pressure on people.
And Jalen Smith, he is an athlete. I mean, I don't know Irish fans. We wait all 4 years. We hope he stays in school, but He is an animal. I mean, the guy's so versatile. He goes out there. He's just a playmaker on defense.
Really young defense. They lost a lot of key guys, a couple more right now, and yet well, Coach Kelly said they made 34 mental errors on defense last week.
But they had 8 first-year players playing the game last week on defense.
Yeah.
20
Why do you
overall.
think is it Brian Van Gorder?
Yeah, it is. And the guys are excited. You bring an NFL defensive coordinator and running all these blitz schemes and playing a lot of man-to-man and being more aggressive. Just talking to the players, they love playing for him. But the one thing about playing under his defensive scheme, you have to have communication. You know, you lost Austin Collinsworth being out, and now you got Shoemate in there, and everybody has to get on the same page. And the one thing about his defense, you got to have all 11 guys communicating with each other. And when they do, they're pretty darn good.
Gentlemen, this was fun. I don't think people realize you just don't walk into the stadium and do the game. You've got meetings and you're studying all day. So thanks for coming on down here and
Thank you
visiting with all the
guys.
folks.
Man,
This is the
that's
biggest
awesome.
crowd we've had all day.